This is the AI News Flash for May 25th, 4 a.m. UTC. First up, Asia Tech Review reports surging AI high-bandwidth memory demand is devastating emerging market budget smartphone segment, with Transsion, Oppo, Xiaomi, and Vivo all posting sharp declines, marking a defining moment as AI memory supercycle collateral damage hits consumer device markets. Here are the details. Transion's 2025 full-year net profit fell 54%, with shipment targets slashed 40%. Oppo cut shipment targets over 20%. Vivo reduced shipments nearly 15%, and Xiaomi posted a 19% year-on-year shipment decline in Q1 2026. Devices previously sold for $50 now cost over $120, reflecting structural change. Indonesia's overall shipments fell 9% while premium segments surged 30%, showing market bifurcation. SK hynix and Samsung are recording record revenues with global memory makers operating at full capacity under multi-year advance bookings. Hyperscalers prioritize AI chip production, forcing budget manufacturers to either absorb unsustainable costs or exit. Consumers are simply not buying. From an analytical perspective, with the four hyperscalers committing a combined $725 billion in 2026 CapEx, the AI memory supercycle's structural side effects are deepening, with NVIDIA Blackwell and Vera Rubin generation chips driving extreme HBM and HBM4E supply constraints. Samsung, SK hynix, and Micron continue posting record earnings while emerging market smartphone collapse becomes symbolic. Apple's base iPhone 17 is winning emerging markets like India through premium positioning, making this a critical milestone for the consumer device market bifurcation amid AI semiconductor ecosystem diversification. Next, Bloomberg reports Japan's Sakura Inte is officially announcing further expansion of AI data center investment to meet demand, marking a defining moment for Japan's AI infrastructure build-out, sending a clear signal of Japan's sovereign AI infrastructure push contrasting hyperscaler-centric trends. Here are the details. Sakura Inte launched a new AI computing environment with approximately 1,100 NVIDIA Blackwell GPUs in a container-type data center at its Ishikari, Hokkaido site on February 24th. CEO Kunihiro Tanaka stated the necessity of securing roughly 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs annually, with plans to deploy about 10,800 GPUs by March 2028. The 100 billion yen, roughly $640 million GPU buildout integrates surplus wind farm renewable energy. The company received the largest 50.1 billion yen Meiji government allocation, with expanded Microsoft Azure Data Center partnership and KDDI plus Hyriso basic agreement for GPU supply cooperation, expressing continued capital investment commitment to generative AI demand. From an analytical perspective, against the hyperscaler centralized AI infrastructure trend backed by $725 billion in 2026 CapEx, Japan's sovereign AI infrastructure build is becoming symbolic. Alongside SoftBank's Ohio 10-gigawatt AI data center campus, Microsoft Azure Japan AI expansion, and NEC AI infrastructure business. This marks Japan's AI infrastructure expansion trend. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang continues positioning Japan's AI boom as a unique partner, making 2026 a critical milestone year for Japan AI data center investment as a key emerging player. The third, simply Wall St detailed analysis on Innodata, an AI training data specialist, showing Q1 2026 AI-driven margin and EBITDA structural shift entering full effect, marking a defining moment as the AI training data market transitions to higher value services and signaling adjacent service beneficiary stock selection in AI infrastructure phase 2. Here are the details. Innodata's Q1 2026 adjusted EBITDA growth significantly outpaced revenue growth, with AI training data and evaluation services concentrated among hyperscaler and enterprise AI customers. Proprietary platforms and synthetic data technologies drove operating leverage improvements. Revenue is projected to reach $549.1 million by 2029, requiring 29.7% annual growth, with earnings forecast at $73.5 million by 2029. Fair value sits at $91.25 per share with approximately 4% downside. An optimistic scenario projects $592.8 million revenue. Customer concentration among major tech firms presents significant margin risk if relationships shrink or renegotiate. Recent insider option exercises and share sales were reported. From an analytical perspective, Under the four hyperscalers, $725 billion 2026 capex boom driving AI training data market rapid growth. This is symbolic alongside Scale AI, Surge AI, and Mercor, with ChatGPT at 900 million weekly active users and Google Gemini at 750 million monthly active users. Consumer AI penetration is driving explosive AI model training data demand. This represents AI infrastructure Phase 2 adjacent service beneficiary stock selection in full swing, marking 2026 as a critical milestone for the AI training data market emerging player landscape. Fourth, Pulse 2.0 reports. Microsoft and Black Tech Street are officially announcing the Greenwood Cyber Plus AI Lab opening in Tulsa, Oklahoma's historic Greenwood district, marking a symbolic case of U.S. regional city AI infrastructure deployment and signaling a community-led AI innovation push for AI equity. Here are the details. The Greenwood Cyber Plus AI Lab opened in the GEM building in Tulsa, jointly founded by Microsoft and Black Tech Street. Tulsa's Tech Hubs Coalition received $51 million in federal funding from the U.S. Economic Development Administration, with $10.6 million allocated specifically to the Greenwood AI Center of Excellence. The Aspire program addresses AI literacy and workforce education, while the Cyber AI Lab provides co-innovation space for collaborative real-world AI solution development with Microsoft engineers. Key partners include Seed AI, Lumen Technologies, Tulsa Public Schools, and Tulsa Innovation Labs, focusing on startup advancement, critical infrastructure protection, autonomous systems, and responsible AI practices, with Microsoft committing to pair innovation with security, trust, and broad opportunity. From an analytical perspective, against the hyperscaler centralized AI infrastructure trend, backed by $725 billion in 2026 capex, this marks the rise of regional city AI ecosystem construction. Alongside the USAI Action Plan National AI Strategy Framework and the Trump administration's America AI Export Program, it represents AI democratization. With Google Cloud Regional Hub expansion and AWS African AI infrastructure expanding community AI access, the fusion of Greenwood's historic Black business district, scene of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre, with AI innovation becomes symbolic, marking 2026 as a critical milestone for U.S. regional city AI ecosystem emerging players. That's all for this AI News Flash.